Hey YouTube, what's up? It's JT Sasuke again. I'm here to bring you my very first ever Vampire Diaries review. So, jumping right into this one, we start off with Elena. She's monologuing. Now, Elena, she comes into like a sort of like churchy shaft thing. I think it's the place from last season where she was crying over Damon's death. But she comes in and she starts mixing things up, and I can already immediately tell that it's the witchy drug thing that she is using to hallucinate Damon. But she's monologuing. She's talking about herself and how, she's, doing things. How she is now a sophomore at college, and then she moves on to talk about Caroline, how she dropped out of college and spent her entire summer at an apartment right outside of the borderline where magic divides up whether vampires can come in and out. So she's spending her time there trying to figure out a way to drop that kind of like veil thing. Meanwhile, we move on to Tyler. Tyler, he enrolled in college. You know, yeah, he got away. He enrolled in Whitmore College. He's basically doing the whole college thing. Not much I can say. Jeremy, on the other hand, his way of grieving is fucking random girls and drinking and playing video games all the time. Hands up for Jeremy for playing Gears of War. I love that game. Pro Xbox. Anyways, not topic of conversation. So while Jeremy's doing that, you have Nat. Now there's this kind of like a voluntary protection club thing going on in Mystic Falls, and basically they train to fight vampires and supernatural entities. So very, very interesting that Matt would take that up, and at the same time, I can understand that Matt has been killed, his neck has been bitten, he has been brought back to life. Every possible thing that could have happened to Matt happened to Matt. So yes, and Jeremy's not a hunter anymore. Awesome. Not really, actually not too well, but still, awesome. So we move on from that. She's monologuing. Come to find out, she's talking to Damon. Now she can actually touch Damon. She can actually touch Damon, see him, hear him, feel him, all that stuff. So it's nice to see that she can do that, but at the same time, it's a problem. This stuff is making her thirsty, and she's just downright attacking people. She even, at one point in time, like at the very beginning of the episode, she attacked a couple and damn near killed them. And then later on in the episode, she attacked a random girl in the street. She's sitting there and she's talking to imaginary Damon, driving down the street, going to Mystic Falls because she was about to pick up Caroline. Seeing this girl, stops there, and the girl asks her for help, and all of a sudden, right in the side of the neck. About to kill her, and imaginary Damien's like, "This is the part where you let her go." She was like, "Nope, I just need a little bit more." They're about to kill this girl. All of a sudden, Caroline comes out of nowhere and it's like, "Elena, what are you doing?" And then the girl is able to get away. Eventually, Matt ends up finding the girl that got bit by Elena, and he kidnaps her, drives her out into the border where Caroline can get her, and Caroline compels her to forget everything. In the meantime, Elena is also dealing with kind of like her drug problem. She realized, Elena found out, not Elena, Caroline found out about Elena's like drug problem, and so that made Caroline tell Tyler for some reason, and now Tyler went up to Aaron, I think his name is, if I remember correctly, and just kind of sort of, almost damn near choked him out. Nothing too serious, especially for Tyler, but it won't choke him out. Alaric is a college teacher at Wilmore College. He's also a vampire, so teaching classes full of freshly, blooded humans, it has to be hard. But he he comes up to Tyler and basically just like, "Oh, you said you had your anger under control. Get out of here." He takes the Aaron with him, or yeah, he takes Aaron with him. They start talking whatever. And then we get to go to, who do we go to next? I believe we go to Elena. Elena is sitting there. She's doing it one more time, hallucinating about Damon, telling Damon thank you and that she loves him. It's the last time, but she clearly can't let go. And Damon says, look, if you want to move on, move on. Like, he has no problem with it. Honestly, I feel the same way. If I'm dead, my girlfriend doing all this other stuff, like, I want to move on too. Like, I know you love me. I will always love you even after life, but move on. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of that. And I agree with Damon, and she couldn't let go, so Damon started getting in her head, and she just started destroying everything that she would need to, kind of make that concoction. And then at the very end of everything, she broke down. In the meantime, you have Stefan, who has a new love interest. He's actually, he was looking for a way to bring Damon. He didn't say goodbye to anybody when he left. He was looking for a way to bring Damon and Bonnie back, but he never found it. So he gave up. Elena asked him to give her hope, and he was like, "I can't. I gave up. You should too. Move on." And then after all that, Caroline just tries to keep constantly calling him. He won't pick up any calls, and he eventually ends up breaking his phone just because he doesn't want to talk to anybody. And I can kind of feel him for that one. So then after all of this, we get this very confusing scene at the very end of the episode, and it's someone making pancakes. Camera zooms up. It's Damon making pancakes. Sits down at the table and gives Bonnie a pancake. And Bonnie's like, I hate it. I hate it when you do that. He was like, well, I do it anyways. Here you go. And then that's where the episode ends. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't get it. They're dead. But, and this will be my last thing. If you guys remember, at the end of season 5, in the season finale, Bonnie's grandma said that she did something for the witches, or with the witches, to make sure that Bonnie gets her true peace. So, something to think about. But thank you guys for watching. This is my first Vampire Diaries review. This is just raw footage. This video is very long, so this is my first take, so I'm just gonna put that up there. So I will try and be quicker next time. Hopefully you guys watch the whole thing. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next week.